This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey y'all, and welcome to another episode of the Millennial Management Podcast. I'm your host in a bonnet, bitch, Brandy, the Millennial Manager. And today is motherfucking Wednesday. If your ass is inside of Patreon, if you're not inside of Patreon, bitch, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, bitch? Get your motherfucking ass over to Patreon right now. And $6 per month, you get early episodes. And we have a good ass time in Patreon. It'd be a good ass time. Now, I will say, okay, if you're listening to this on Friday, you may be having a little bit of a better day than the rest of us, because right now, bitch, it's Wednesday. You know, Friday is a celebration. And right now, we just in the midweek, okay? But I want to say, no matter what day you're listening, thank you so much. Please continue to rate my podcast. I have been seeing the ratings, and we have been getting 5s across the board. I want to say thank you so much for that. Also, thank you for sharing me with your family and your friends, okay? Now, today's episode is an email episode, y'all, because when I tell you these motherfucking emails, they are up there, and I got to get through them, bitch. Okay, so we ain't got no hot tops for this week. We just gonna talk about these fucking emails, okay? Because it's a lot, bitch. And I want y'all to know that I'm getting them and that I see you guys and I want to respond, okay? Because that's what you're looking for. Now, this email was written 2 days ago, bitch. And I had to pull this hoe all the way to the top. I'm going to go back down to some of my older emails, but this motherfucking email had to be read today. All right, bitch. It says, I really hope that you see this, period. I do. I'm the girl that was in school and was working and listening to your podcast, and my piss poor manager started listening to it too. Now, why that bitch ain't apply what the fuck I was saying? If you are in management and you're listening to my podcast or you're watching my videos, why the fuck are you not applying the shit that I'm telling you to apply, bitch? Do it today. Don't continue to be listening to me kiki on the shit that ain't got nothing to do with you, but the shit that applies to you, your motherfucking ass ain't applying it, bitch. Get to applying. You understand me, ho? Thank you very much. All right, let's get back to the email because she didn't say all that. I had to add that. Well, back on 8/7, I graduated my undergrad with a BA in psych, period, ho. Yes. The day I graduated, I went to the CEO about moving up within the company, and as I had just completed my degree. 3 days before I went to talk to him, there was a job listing for a position for what I graduated from, okay, or with, within the degree, within the company. Now, do you know this man looked at me and said they weren't hiring for that position? Okay. Thank you so much. Since you want to play silly games, bitch, you're about to win a silly prize. Okay, motherfucker? No. I stayed at the company while going to job interview. I know that's right. Go ahead. I remembered everything you said. Study up on the company, know the software that they use, etc. The woman was so impressed, she made me an offer. I asked questions in detail regarding pay and work schedule. I accepted the work offer. Period. Went and typed up a resignation letter and turned it in. HR ran back from the office to see what was going on, as I have been with the company for 2 years. She tried to get me to go back and talk to them, and I refused, as the new job offered me a huge pay increase. Thank you for starting your podcast. I have been following you since you danced in the bathroom on TikTok. Period. Girl, you okay? You was an OG. And then I started following you on here. Thank you so much for being a representation for strong Black women. I am a single parent to a little 4-year-old, period. I am now in graduate school and almost done with my first semester. God bless you, Brandy. Betty, bitch. You is the motherfucker I do it for. You are the person that I do this for. Because not only did you listen to what the fuck I say, you applied it, bitch. You said, oh, I'm done with this degree. Let's see if we can create some longevity in this situation that I'm currently in. And they refused. And you didn't get mad, bitch. You didn't cry. You ain't cut no monkey. You said, oh, y'all don't want me? All right, have a good ass day. That's exactly what you did. And not only did you say that, you applied that, turn your resignation in. Now, now y'all want to talk? Nah, no thank you. Because when I wanted the position, when I was interested in the role, you decided to put a brick wall in my face. So unfortunately, I've decided to move on. Y'all, working for companies is a relationship. You don't have to stay with these motherfuckers. If they don't want to pay you the money that they should pay you, move on. If they don't want to give you the position that you've been applying for, move the fuck on. You only need twice to be rejected. Okay, sister girl here is my favorite because she said, oh, bitch, you only got one time. One time only. And you have to decide what your fucking limitation is, bitch. Do not let these motherfucking companies, these raggedy ass managers trample all over you. You understand me? You know what the fuck, like that bringing what I'm bringing to the table shit, bitch, apply that to your motherfucking career. Fuck these niggas. Apply that shit to your motherfucking career. You know what the fuck you bring to the table. You know the type of degrees that you have, the education that you have by training or even by a certificate. You know what the fuck you can do. That's the shit that you apply right there inside of the workplace. Girl, don't let these motherfuckers play with you. And I am so glad that you stood on business, number one. And you also didn't let your fucking emotions take control of the situation. Cause nah, bitch. you want to be funny, bitch. I can be hilarious. Let's go ahead and wrap this shit up today. Because if you gonna look me in my face and lie to me and tell me you're not hiring for a position, bitch, let me show you who is hiring. Let me show you who is willing to pay me this money. So ain't no need to fucking play around with them, bitch. Get your dollar. All right, and on to our next email. This one says, hi, good morning. My name is Betty. Okay, all right, or Benny. We're going to do Benny because it's my fellows. We're going to do Benny. Now, Benny, let's see what the fuck going on up in here. I am currently a dietary cook at a nursing home. I've been here for about 6 years. Okay. We have literally had nothing but issues the whole motherfucking 6 years. Benny, why the fuck are you still here? I've never had a rate. Stop. I know you motherfucking lying. You ain't never had no raise. Okay, let's continue reading. Maybe once they recently.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
They were recently bought out by someone. Okay, now they have took your 401k. Oh, hell no. The insurance is sky high now. We're paying over $97 extra out of our check. We now have been targeted for missed punch slips, and if we miss a punch, we'll automatically get written up. And after the third write-up, we are terminated in the kitchen. Our budget has been cut, and now recently, we have to make everything from scratch. You're not, like, what? Are they paying you for scratch meals, bitch? No, they're not. What was your reason for telling me all this? You just wanted me to tell you this is motherfucking crazy and you need to do something about it? Because how the fuck did you not read this and be like, Let me take fucking accountability for this crazy ass job. Okay? Crazy ass job that I had remained at because I was comfortable. That's all it is. You stayed there because y'all ain't had nothing but issues. Now, I don't know why the fuck you would stay in a place where there's nothing but issues, but you have remained comfortable through that entire situation. And now that it's actually affecting you money-wise, now it's starting to cause you to be uncomfortable and it's causing discomfort. Number one, you stayed in this bitch too motherfucking long. I guarantee you, you ain't over the motherfucking kitchen. 6 years, bitch? No. Move on. I got to make shit from scratch. Y'all ain't paying me for my scratch ideas. Okay? Cooking is an artistry. That is an art. When you cook for a living, that is an art. All right? That is a form of expression. And them motherfuckers ain't paying you to express in no damn nursing home. I guarantee you they not. Not unless this is like one of them hoity-toities. And the way you describing them, I think the fuck not. So if I were you, I would stop being, well, first of all, you ain't comfortable no way because they done took away all comfort. Now is the time for you to piss or get off the pot. Just like I was saying on Monday, you need to make a fucking decision. Either you gonna stay in this shit or you're actually gonna read. You're actually gonna read what you emailed and be like, you know what, this does not sound anywhere near an ideal situation for a person to be in for 6 years. You were just comfortable. Whatever flexibility they had, that was more important to you than the money. But now that things have switched, you're paying extra money, they're being petty, they're trying to make you do more in the role but still not paying you no more fucking money. Like, girl, no. Move the fuck on, Benny. You understand? Thank you very much. All right, on to our next email. This one says, girl, why this chick in my office who is very turtle, we have not spoken for 9 months. That's a long ass motherfucking time to not be speaking. This is a pregnant pause, for real. Told my senior director I needed to be fired because my numbers are down. It is her ass who has the numbers down. My immediate director is on vacation this week, planning his wedding anniversary. Her, the Spanish chick, and the older black man get into it, and I have to go to the office. They're cussing and fussing. I was in the office working with my with my heater, listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show, being cute and mute. Why did she even bring my name up and all of that? In the office, the old black man could not wait to come back and tell me what she said. My work speaks for itself. I work in excellence and she works in backbiting, crying, and excuses. Girl, you are the best. Save my job again because we're not going to say where you work, Betty. Doesn't care where the money is coming from as long as they get it. And that's her motherfucking period, bitch. And that's why that little hoe is so pressed, because you're doing your fucking job and you're not going back and forth with her. You don't have to engage with her. That's why she decides to bring your name up and shit you ain't got nothing to do with, because she wants attention. Don't give that bitch no motherfucking attention. You hear me? Thank you. Thank you very fucking much. You don't have to pay no attention to this little hoe. She wants attention. Let her continue arguing and bickering and making a mockery of herself and making a scene in the workplace and being unprofessional. And you continue to maintain your professionalism. Do not get worked up by that little bitch. Do not get worked up by the shit that she say, and watch. That's all you got to do, because after a while, they're going to get sick of that type of behavior and they're going to make an example out of her. All right, our next email. I was fired from my job after working diligently and doing nothing wrong. I need help. I need some more information, my girl. I don't know what. You're not telling me nothing. The email just said I was doing my job and I got fired. Something was taking place, okay? So I'm going to need a detailed email. And if you don't want to tell me, go and find you an attorney. If you feel like you have been wrongfully terminated, contact an attorney. Please. Like, if you feel like they were targeting you or there was some type of retaliation, maybe you filed a complaint or a report against your direct manager, or maybe there was something a little more calculated going on between management and your coworkers or your colleagues, sue them motherfuckers. Go and sit down and talk with an attorney immediately. That's your next step. You ain't got to email nobody and ask them for help. Girl, go see a motherfucking attorney and see whether or not you have a case. You could file a claim with the EEOC. However, we already know that it's going to take a while, bitch. So if I were you and you really feel bad about it, you want to go sit down and talk to an attorney, go do it right now. If you don't know how to find an attorney that you want to speak with, download the Work Receipts app. WRK Receipts. Okay, it's like a little navy blue, orange. I think it's some of the colors that she has on there too. But it's called Work Receipts on the App Store. You can get it in Google. You can get it on Apple App Store, and you download that app. You put in your scenario, put in your situation, and you can elect to speak with a HR consultant, or you can speak with an attorney. If you feel like you have been wrongfully fired, okay, terminated from your position, that's what you need to do. Okay? Okay. All right, on to our last email. It says, hey, Brandy, this is Betty. I have listened to enough episodes to know the drill. I know that's right. I know that's right. I won't make it super long. Oh, my God. Bitch, you are my favorite today. Thank you very much. Thank you. I have been watching your content on Instagram for a while, and more recently started listening to your podcast. So much of it has resonated with me. I have spent years in a job where I am absolutely miserable. Damn, my girl. I've been given notice several times at my job only to be pulled back in by what I know now as the golden handcuffs. Well, it's finally enough. Between the therapy and slow descent of my mental health, I've reached to the point where my job was my identity. Listening to your podcast and realizing how much it resonated with me pushed me to start planning my exit. Bitch, I love you. You, come on now. Wow. I'm in hospitality, and it's not necessarily the corporate America that all your advice is surrounding. That's all right. It still applies. I've spent the last few months putting my finance together and working with my husband to figure out how we can afford as I apply for jobs. 2 weeks ago, I finally heard back from a company and started the interview process. Now, when I tell you I listen to your interview episodes on repeat, I am not joking. I have never felt so prepared. The advice you gave was really what helped me through the first 2 interviews. All that is left now is my final interview in a few days. I was going to wait until I was through everything to send this. However, regardless of the outcome, which I have so much faith it will work out, your wisdom has played a huge role. Oh my God. On top of that, oh my goodness, or on top of all of this, I have started to get back to the things I love to do. Really separating myself from my job. So while I'm not exactly sure how this will end, I do know that I won't be sliding backwards anytime soon, settling for a job where I am miserable. Needless to say, I am now a part of the Patreon crew and wanted to let you know how impactful your content has been for me. Oh my God, Betty, I am so motherfucking proud of you, bitch. Number one, y'all, not just for you deciding, like, I'm going to actually turn this shit off. This is not going to take control of my life. But you have allowed yourself to get back into things that you love, get back into the things that make you happy. And at the end of the day, your joy should not be coming from a job, because that's something that is very external. I mean, to the point where it's literally in somebody else's hands, and you don't want to have your joy wrapped up in that, because they can take it away. They can take it away. The economy could fail. You could lose your job, and then all of your joy, all of the things that you live for, they're wrapped up in this motherfucking job. And it should never be like that. I know that there are a lot of people who push like that grind mentality and hustle mentality, but honey, no, you can only do that for a little bit, because when you look the fuck up, so much of your life has passed you by. And there are so many things that you stop doing because you are obsessed with your motherfucking career. And it should never, ever get to that point to where it consumes your identity and it becomes who you are. And I'm so glad that you have went to therapy and you've separated yourself from this job and you're deciding to take on new opportunities and moving on in your professional career. So I am so proud of you, bitch. Like, you in the very first email, y'all did it for me today, bitch. Like, I am so proud of you guys. And that's what you need to do. You need to do some shit for yourself. And this is what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all need to piss or get off the pot. That last emailer, okay, make a fucking decision. Do not sit anywhere where you are miserable and you know that you hate it here, because it does something to your personality. I know that people don't believe that, but you stay in a job long enough that you fucking hate, it will shred every last bit of humanity that you have. You become jaded, you become cynical, and there's no joy in those things. There's no joy there. So I want you to apply the steps and the information that we discuss on the podcast and on social media, apply it to your life and actually get out of these bad situations, because you don't have to stay there. You don't have to be there, ho. You don't. You just need to do it for a little bit. You see how she preparing her finances to make a motherfucking exit? And then she has a partner who is supporting her in the decision. That's very important, because y'all are on one accord. Y'all are on the same page, bitch. So don't ever, ever, ever be content in a bad situation. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't care if it's a marriage, a friendship, a situationship, a job, whatever. Anything that is sucking you dry leaves you with nothing, baby. It leaves you with nothing. And after they're done getting whatever the fuck they can out of you, you have nothing left. Nothing left to give. Nothing left to give yourself. Not even to give other people or things. You have nothing to give yourself, and you cannot pour from an empty cup. Okay? I ain't seen a bitch do it yet, except for Jesus. Okay? And he still had to put something in there. And y'all ain't better than him. Okay? None of us are. So please make sure that you are doing something for yourself and really taking a stand, creating boundaries and say, you know what? This is what I'm willing to accept, and this is what I'm not. And stand on that shit. Okay? Okay. Y'all have a good ass day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.